All right, starting with the occipits right here, right into the skull. And then going from there, we're gonna follow the new skull lines down here. And then the cervical spine, starting with C3, starts right here and goes down till cervical 7, which is right here. There's a bony landmark right here. So it goes C1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then from there starts the thoracic. So we go from T1 to 12, starting with T1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And then from there we go to the rib angles, which I can find. The first one starts right under the clavicle. Here. You can also see the end of the 12 rib angles ends right here. Sorry. From there we're going to go to the sternum, which is right here, right between the nipple line. At the bottom of the sternum is the xiphoid process. So we go straight down the sternum where the two rib cages meet. It's right here. And then the manubrium is at the top of the sternum between the two clavicles. And then lastly, we have the hyoid bone, which is right above the Adam's apple. So once you find the Adam's apple, you can find the hyoid that wraps the trachea right here. I'm going to start with the neck, specifically the splenius, capitis, and cervacis, which runs right around the cervical spine, right here. The actions of that is ipsilateral rotation and lateral neck flexion and neck extension. Moving on to the back, to the erector spinae group, we have the spinalis, which runs right down here. It's the most medial muscle group to the spine, which does spine extension. Just lateral of that, right down here, is going to be the longissimus, which does spine extension, ipsilateral flexion and rotation. And then just lateral of that running down the spine is going to be the iliocostalis, which does spine extension, lateral flexion, and aids in posture. Even more lateral of that is the quadris lumborum, which runs right down here, right at the bottom of the rib cage, runs down here. And that's going to do ipsilateral spinal flexion and lumbar extension. And then if you flip around and look to your left, back to the neck region, we have the sternocleidomastoid, which runs right here. And that is going to cause lateral neck flexion, and contra and ipsilateral rotation. And then moving on to the abdomen, right here we have the rectus abdominis, which causes trunk flexion, and then lateral to that we have the external oblique, which follows in this direction. As you go down the body, it goes medial, which does extension, lateral trunk flexion, and aids in posture. And then a muscle that's deeper than that is the internal oblique, which as you go up the body, it goes medial, does ipsilateral spinal flexion and lumbar extension.